परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरे वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत कलाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे माताजी we cannot.
Thank you, Naimisha. Hare Krishna to everyone. So, last session, okay, what did we discuss? What were the stories we discussed last session? Everyone forgot?
We discussed Jatayu story, the devil's letter of Shabri.
Jatayu story, Narada Muni and Hanuman story.
We discussed Jadai Madai. No?
Jatayu
story.
Okay, correct. And?
Lord Ramachandra and Shabari.
The devil's letter of Shabri.
Yeah, Shabari story, correct.
Hanuman and the floating stones.
Yeah, Hanuman and the floating stones. And one more. Narada Muni and Hanuman, right?
Hanuman.
Correct. So those were Treta Yuga devotees, right? All of them. Okay, so we listened to the story of Treta Yuga devotees and we majorly looked into the story of Shabari, and one more person we looked into. Who was it? Hanuman. Yeah, correct. Now, what are we going to listen this week? We're going to listen to Satya Yuga story, okay? What Yuga? Satya Yuga. So, who are some of the devotees of Satya Yuga?
Gajendra.
Correct. Gajendra and
Prahalad. Jaya Vijaya.
Prahalad. Jaya Vijaya, correct.
And Narada Muni.
Narada Muni, correct. You all guessed the pictures right. Okay, so we're going to talk about great devotee series. Okay, so we'll quickly look into. So last week we spoke about Jatayu. Okay, who was the brother of Jatayu? Yeah, okay. Who was the father of Jatayu?
Aruna.
Yeah, Aruna. And Aruna was who?
Charioteer.
Yeah, charioteer of Surya Bhagavan. Okay. And then, like, how did Jatayu die?
Jatayu died when Ravana.
When Ravana was carrying away Sita,
Correct. Yeah. Correct. So when Ravana was carrying away Sita, Jatayu wanted to protect. Okay, so in that process, Jatayu was killed with the sword of Ravana. Okay, when Ravana cut both of his wings. Okay. Now, next we learned about the devotion of Shabari. Who was Shabari before? Like, whose daughter was she?
She was the daughter of a hunter.
Correct. Yeah, she was the daughter of a hunter. Okay, and why did she run away from her family?
Because
she like seeing she felt pity for the animals who would be killed during her marriage.
Correct. Yeah. So she was feeling that so many animals are going to get sacrificed. Okay. Hence, I will run away from marriage. So in this way, no animals will get sacrificed. Okay. Very good. And which sage ashrama did she go to?
Matanga.
Matanga. Correct. So Matanga Muni accepted her as
her
daughter. Yeah. So as a disciple and a daughter. Okay. Very good. where was the lake? The lake was filled with Shabari's blood, right? What was the lake called? The lake was,
Parampasar.
yeah, Pampasara. Pampasar. Okay, Pampasar Lake. So we all have to remember this lake because this is also the lake where Lord Ramachandra had come and he tried to purify it. Okay, all clear?
Yes.
And then we saw the story of Hanuman and the Veena of Narada Muni. Okay, and then we saw the story of Hanuman and the floating stones rejected by Rama. So who was the mother of Hanuman?
Anjani.
Devi. Correct. And who is the father of Hanuman?
Kesari.
Very good. Yes, sir. Very good. Very good. Okay, now let's begin the story.
Yes.
Okay, so this week we're going to talk about two important devotees. Okay, the first one is going to be Dhruv Maharaj. Okay, I know all of you know Dhruv Maharaj, but we'll also get into details which we have not heard before. Okay, is it all clear?
Yes.
Okay, so let us start the story. All of you are ready?
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Now the first question is, okay, I want you to identify the characters in this image. Okay, who is the king sitting over here? He's Dhruv Maharaj's father.
Uttapanda.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Utpana. And then who is the first wife of his?
Suruchi.
Surichi. Ah, first wife.
Suniti.
Suniti. Second wife is Surichi. Okay. What is the name of the first wife's son?
Dhruva.
Second wife's son?
Uttama.
Uttama. So now we are clear with the character. Okay. So let us start the story. Okay. Now how the story starts is like the king. Okay. As you all have said, the name is
Hare Krishna Mataji, what is the name of the king? Uttanapada.
Uttanapada. Correct. Naimisha, correct.
Thank you.
Uttanapada. Okay. Uttanapada was the name of the king. So now Uttanapada was sitting in his royal chamber. Okay. Where he had his second wife Surichi and his son, okay, over there, and his son was sitting in his lap. What was the second son's name again?
Uttama.
Uttama, correct. So yeah, so Uttama was sitting on his lap, and they were all like a happy family sitting together. What happens? Dhruv Maharaj, he enters into this like this royal chamber. Okay, so when he enters, he wants to also go and sit on his father's lap. Okay, because he's a child, right? Even he has the same desire. So what happens when he goes and he wants to sit in the lap of his father? Who stops him?
Suruchi.
Surichi stops him. Okay, Surichi will stop and she will pull Dhruv Maharaj from there. Okay, and she will be like, "You cannot sit here." Okay, and she will start making these claims. But the very important thing about the story is, though Surichi pulled Dhruv Maharaj away. Okay, the father, the king. Okay, he was not saying anything. He was not trying to stop her. Why? Because he really liked Surichi. Okay, that's why he took Surichi as his second wife. So now what happened? Now she pulls Dhruv Maharaj aside. She starts insulting him. She starts saying, she's like, my dear child, you can't sit on the lap of your father, nor can you sit on the throne of this, kingdom, because you're not my son. And she starts saying two things. Okay, first thing is, see, you have to, be either my son to sit on the throne, or you have to meditate on Lord Vishnu. Okay, so much austerity you have to do that you have to die in this life, be born again, and be born as my son in my womb. Only then will you get this opportunity to sit on the lap of your father or on the throne. Okay. This behavior really hurts Dhruv Maharaj a lot. Okay. Because he's feeling very sad and he looks at his father. His father, he doesn't give any reaction or he doesn't tell anything. He doesn't tell Surichi, you're being very rude to a child. And how old was Dhruv Maharaj when this incident happened? 5 years, correct. He was just 5 years. Imagine, okay, a 5-year kid, okay, and he was put into such humiliation. Okay, he just wanted affection of his father. Now, what happened? Dhruv Maharaj gets very upset. He looks at his father, and his father is not responding. Okay, because he has the favor of the second wife, who is Surichi. Now, in this anger, okay, his lips are trembling, his body is trembling. In this anger, he goes to his mother. Who is his mother?
Suniti.
Suniti, yeah. So she goes to his mother Suniti. He starts explaining, okay, and he starts crying, and his mouth is trembling, and his hands are trembling, and everything. So he goes and he tells his mother the whole story and the harsh words used by Suruchi. And Suniti, for a second, okay, she did feel bad. Okay, she felt bad because her son has to face this because of her. Okay, because Suniti starts telling to Dhruv Maharaj, "My dear son, it is not your fault, but it is my fault." Okay, my husband, okay, who is your father, he doesn't like me. Okay, and he's ashamed of me. Okay, and he doesn't consider me as a wife. And because you are born in my womb, it is your unfortunate thing that you have to endure the same hardships, you know. But there is one thing that Suruchi has told right. Okay, what is it? What was the right statement Suruchi made?
Meditate
Exactly.
on Lord Vishnu.
Exactly. See, we always find the people with the most negativity equally thinking about Lord. Okay, like Kamsa. Okay, they always used to keep thinking about Lord Krishna all the time, right? Kamsa, Sushupala, all of them. Okay, they always, even though they were thinking in negative, like they were still thinking about Lord. Okay, same over here, Suruchi, though she was so arrogant, she was filled with pride. Okay, even then, she took the Lord name of Vasudev, who is Lord Vishnu. And what did she say? You have to pray to him, you have to meditate to him, to be born as my son. Now, Suniti will say that I think it's a very good idea what she has said, okay, because she has said exactly the right thing. Surrendering to Lord Vishnu or Vasudev is the best because he loves you the most, right? He is the original father of all of us, so he will love you the most. So you please go and take shelter of Lord Vishnu, and he will definitely fulfill all your wishes. Okay, so considering his mother's advice, okay, Dhruv Maharaj immediately fixes his mind. And what does he do? Can you see in this picture? Okay, you see over here, right? Suruchi is screaming at Dhruv Maharaj, and the king is only making who sit on his lap? The son of Suruchi, right? Uttama. So we can see in this picture, okay, the audacity of people, okay, ignoring a child who is just 5 years old. Now, what happens? His journey to the forest begins. Okay, can you see this picture over here, all of you? Can you identify who this is?
Yes.
Dhruv Maharaj and
Maharaj.
yeah, so we can see them instructing about Lord Vishnu. Okay, so she starts telling about Lord Vishnu and everything. Now she instructs her son that you focus on Lord Vishnu, you pray to him, and whatever your prayers are, everything will come true. Now, Dhruv Maharaj, okay, he was not in a platform to meditate spiritually. Okay, why wasn't he meditating spiritually? I request everyone to mute yourself. Yeah. So, why wasn't he in a meditative zone? When he was heading to the forest, okay, Dhruv Maharaj was not in a meditative zone. Why?
Because he was thinking about the words what the Suri.
Yeah, exactly correct. Who was it? Swati, right? Swati, good. So he was actually upset about his father's behavior, his stepmother's behavior, that he was in no place of thinking about Lord Vishnu. All he was like, I'll go to jungle, okay, I'll go to this forest just to pray so that I will become the most powerful person and I will rule the whole earth just like my father did. And I will show him I will show him the importance of me and my mom, okay, and also my stepmother. So he went with this material desire. And who did he come across through in this journey?
Narada Muni. Narada Muni.
Okay, so this is where Dhruv Maharaj leaves for the forest and he meets a great sage. Okay, so obviously he's a king, so he knows who Narada Muni is. Okay, but he has not ever seen him in real. He goes on to this journey of a dense forest. Okay, he's a 5-year-old boy, and he's still in his royal attire. Okay, he hasn't changed anything. So he's going on his way and he comes across a Muni, and the Muni introduces himself, saying, "See, I'm Narada Muni. What is a child like you doing in such a dense forest?" Okay, because now if you cross this place, it's going to be dense forest and there are going to be wild beasts, animals, and all kind of people. So like, what are you doing? And you look like you're from the royal kingdom. So what is going on? And Narada Muni, like, obviously he knows, okay, what has gone. Guru Maharaj says that I am on my way to do austerity, okay, and I'm going to pray to Lord Vasudev, who is Lord Vishnu. So you please give me your blessings on my journey. Now Narada Muni will ask him a question. He's like, why do you want to do this? You're just a 5-year-old child. Okay, yes, your mother has said something, a few harsh words to you, but you don't have to be so, so tormented by it. because you're just a 5-year-old, but you're still, the first queen's mother, first queen's son. Okay, as you're the first queen's son, you have the whole right to be the king of the kingdom. You don't need to go to the forest, to austerity and all this. You can just stay here, and you might become the king as well. No, Maharaj, he's like, see, I don't even want the position. I never desired for the position. But now I'm put in such a spot, that I want the position so badly because not only me, but also my mother was insulted. Okay, my mother has been looked down by the king. So I want to teach a lesson both to my father and my stepmother. Okay. So in this way, Dhruv Maharaj will start his journey, and Narada Muni will also be like, okay, now he understood that like Dhruv Maharaj is a pure, like though his intentions are not pure, okay, it's not for devotional service. The thing he has gone through, like in such a age of 5 years, okay, is a lot. So now Narada Muni will be like, okay, so I will tell you few instructions that you can follow. So Narada Muni will recite some instructions. What were the instructions? Is first he'll be like, you have to go next to a lake. What was the name of the lake that Dhruv Maharaj was meditating? No idea?
No,
It was Yamuna. Okay. So Narada Muni was like, go to Yamuna. It is in the forest of Madhuvana. Madhuvana, correct. Okay, so it was in the forest of Madhuvana. You go to this lake. It is the best place to perform your austerity. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to bathe thrice a day. You have to sit calmly in meditative position, and you have to breathe in, breathe out, and you have to meditate in such a way. And he starts giving instruction. So Dhruv Maharaj was like, no, so what should I pray upon? Like, how does the Lord look? Now, again, Narada Muni will start saying, so the Lord looks very beautiful. He starts describing Lord Vishnu's features, bodily features. He has lotus-like eyes. He has nice eyebrows. He has a very straight nose, and his body is wide, and he's decorated with, garlands, and he has valuable jewels, head, and he has like, what are the four things Lord Vishnu carries?
Gada, Chakra, Gada,
Chakra, Gada, Hasta.
Padma.
Correct. So Hasta is basically Padma. Correct. Okay. So he starts describing the form, and he'll be like he wears yellow color dhoti and all of this. Okay. So now the Lord is very pleased. So if you pray on this form, the Lord will be very pleased. Okay. Now Dhruv Maharaj has an idea of how Lord Vishnu looks like. Now what does, he changes his getup. Okay. Over here you can see it in the left image. Okay. He's in a royal attire, right? We can see him having a crown. We have see the jewels and him decorated in nice clothes. Now he changes into a kind of a meditative thing where he doesn't wear anything except a lower bottom. And now he starts doing his austerity. And in this way, Dhruv Maharaj accepted Narada Muni as his spiritual master. Okay. So who else is like Narada Muni spiritual master of apart from Dhruv Maharaj?
Prahalad.
Who?
Prahalad Maharaj.
Prahalad Maharaj, correct. How was Prahalad Maharaj how did he become his spiritual master, Narada Muni?
Like when Prahalad Maharaj is in the womb of Kayada.
Correct. Yeah, when he was in the womb of his mother, they were in the ashramam of Narada Muni. Okay, so where he heard the Shravanam of Lord Vishnu's stories through his mouth. Okay, so that's how Narada Muni became the spiritual master of Prahalad Maharaj. So, did he become also Narada Muni is the spiritual master of a lot of personalities, and Dhruv Maharaj and Prahalad Maharaj are some of them. Okay, now Dhruva's austerity starts. Okay, and his austerity is very strict. Okay, because it is like we don't know how long it takes for the Lord to appear. Okay, there's no guarantee, right? So what happens first is Dhruva Maharaj starts his first month where he only used to eat fruits and berries. Okay, basically he lived only with pal. Okay, all the fruits and things, and he used to also eat like once in 3 days. Okay, and then what happened? It moved. Okay, and the second month he started only eating dry leaves which fell from the trees. And this again happened for one whole month. Okay, and he continued to worship Lord Vishnu in a sitting position. Now the third month had come. Okay, and he was in a trance. Okay, now he has gotten into the meditation mode. Now he knows how to meditate and everything. So he was chanting all the mantras. Yes.
Why did he eat dry leaves?
Yeah, he ate dry leaves, and that not dry leaves like plucking, but only that fell on the ground. Because according to our dharma, right, we're not supposed to hurt anything. Okay, right? So that's why we offer boga to God, right? Because whatever we eat, okay, example, we pluck a fruit, okay, we pluck something, we are hurting that being. Though it is a plant, it still has a kind of a feeling to it. Okay, it is not as severe as an animal, but it is still a living entity. That's why we always pray and we do offering mantras before we eat. Okay, similarly over here, he's not in a stage, okay, and he's in a stage where he just eats the leaf that fell from the tree. So it is totally detached. So it is all very dry and everything. Okay, clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good. So now what happens? The third month passes. So in the first month he eats berries and fruits. The second month he eats the leaves that are fallen from the tree. And now the third month comes. Okay, and now he's chanting the mantra. So Narada Muni had also given him a set of mantras that he has to chant. In this month he only lives with water. Okay, and nothing else. And that also he has it like once in 10 days or something. Final, and then the fourth month comes, and in this month he's mastered the breathing exercise, okay, and he's sitting in this proper asana, and he only lives on air. He doesn't eat anything, and he only lives on air. Okay, he's just breathing in and breathing out. That's it. Finally, this is going on and on and on. And Dhruv Maharaj, the one thing always happens is Dhruv Maharaj always keeps hearing whispers, okay? Whispers of, Lord Vishnu, as if he has appeared. Because now he has listened to the like qualities, he starts imagining the Lord, and the Lord is always in his heart as Paramatma, right? So he starts imagining, and a lot of times he used to open his eyes, okay, thinking the Lord has come. But that was not the case. Now the fifth month comes, okay, and Dhruv Maharaj is in absolute trance, okay, he is the best. And then what happens? He starts meditating in a position where he only stands on one leg and he crosses his hands and then he starts meditating, okay. Now all this happens, and obviously now Lord Vishnu is very much impressed with his austerity, okay. So what he does is he was about to ascend from the loka and he was about to come down. Now all the demigods stop him, okay, because they are very scared of Dhruv Maharaj, especially again Indra. We know, right? Indra is always scared of everything. Now everyone is scared because a 5-year-old, okay, because of anger on his father, he has started this austerity, right? He was angry on his father. That was the whole reason. So now he's very, very like anxious that what is Dhruv Maharaj going to wish if Lord Vishnu is going to go down. So everyone are very anxious and the demigods are looking at what's going to happen. Now Lord Vishnu comes to meet Dhruva how? In what vehicle does he come?
Garuda.
Garuda. Correct. So he comes on Garuda. Okay, he comes on Garuda to meet Dhruv Maharaj. Okay, as you can see in this picture, you can see that Garuda is standing next to Lord Vishnu. Okay. So now what happens? He comes and then he will be like, please open your eyes, Dhruva. I have come finally. And Dhruv Maharaj is like, no, I will not open my eyes because I've been fooled so many times by my inner voices. And every time I open my eyes, you are not there. Okay. So I don't want to open my eyes. I am going to keep meditating on my Lord. And he'll be like, no, open your eyes. He's like, no, no, I see your form in my heart. So that is enough. Now, what Lord Vishnu does is he will take off the form that Dhruva sees from his heart. Okay. And now Dhruva gets stumbled because for a second he can't see Lord Vishnu at all. Okay. So he starts getting anxious and he opens his eyes and he sees Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu is standing over there with Chatur Puja form. We also discussed which Vishnu was this. What was the avatar of this Vishnu? We discussed that in one of the Krishna Garbha. Very good, very good. I think Nayamisha Sahasra, you all answered. Good. Prishni Garbha. Okay. So this is the form of Prishni Garbha. So he came in this form. He gave the darshan to Dhruv Maharaj. Okay. So this form of Lord has come and he's like, I'll grant you a Vishnu. As soon as Lord Vishnu appears, Dhruv starts feeling this kind of, guilty because he'll be like, what have I meditated so long on? I actually forgot the hate I had for my father or for my stepmother. I don't have those feelings on me anymore. Okay. So now I don't want to wish for anything material. So he'll be like, Lord, like initially I had all this material desires, but now I don't have any. I just wanted to see you and I saw you and I'm very happy. Now, what does Lord Vishnu do? He gives him a benediction. What was the benediction? That you will have a star under your name. What is it called?
Dhruva.
Dhruva Nakshatra, correct. So in English, it's called the
Pole star.
yeah, the pole star, correct. So in English, it's called the pole star. Okay. So this star, actually, we can see this star even right now. Okay, if we all have like telescope or something, okay, this star is actually seen in the planetary system. So he'll be like, I will give you the star, and this will be Dhruvaloka. Okay, the star will be Dhruvaloka, and you will have your own adobe at the like when your end of time comes. So what happens? Dhruv Maharaj thanks him and he goes back to his kingdom. Okay, and he meets his father. Now his father, what happens is initially when a 5-year-old leaves the house, okay, what is the reaction of the parents? They are very concerned, right? Are they not concerned? They are concerned. They are very concerned. So what happens initially is the king was actually concerned, okay, and he starts realizing his mistakes slowly, the way he has been treating his son, okay. So and he was very anxious, and like the son has left. We don't know what animal has eaten him because he's just a 5-year-old, okay. But Narada Muni reassures him that you don't have to worry. Your son has got the divine, grace of Lord Vishnu, and he's coming back to the palace, so you don't have to worry. So Narada Muni reassures. So everyone at the palace kind of calms down and they start preparing for the welcome of Dhruv Maharaj. Even Suruchi also changes. Okay, why does Suruchi change? Why do you think? What made her change? It has only been 5 months that Dhruv Maharaj left the palace, right? Because of her son. Okay, Uttama. Because his son, imagine, okay, his son will start telling, if I was separated from my father, I would feel the same anxious as my brother did. Okay. So Uttama actually plays a very important role in the second half. Like once Dhruv Maharaj becomes the king, okay, uh, he and Dhruv Maharaj's relationship will be like the closest brothers. Okay. They were very, very nice. So though in a family, okay, there are some times when there are some people, who speak hurtful words to all of us, we should always pray to Lord Vishnu and surrender to him. Okay, so here we see two kind of processes. One is the mindset of Suruchi, and the other thing is mindset of Suniti. Okay, so Suniti didn't deserve the thing she had to deserve as a wife. She still never gave up, saying, "Okay, oh my God, it's my bad fortune. I have done so like this, and I've been treated like this. I've been treated so long. Why is God doing to me?" She never asked anything like that. You know what she did? She just prayed to Lord Vishnu simply. Okay, so because of her pious, her son was also pious. Dhruv Maharaj also was pious. Okay, like how example your parents are Krishna conscious, right? They know something about Krishna. Hence, you know something about Krishna. You got to learn about Krishna at a very young age. Okay, maybe your parents would have come into Krishna consciousness at the age of 30 or 40. But you guys are very conscious from a very young age. Okay, say what, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's a difference, right? So whatever our parents are, however they are, the same way we are. Okay, so we always have to remember this and we have to always be grateful to our parents. That's why Dhruv Maharaj, towards the end of his life, when he's about to leave Earth, okay, when the Vishnu Dutas come to take him, he'll be like, I will not leave this planet without my mother. See, that is the connection he had with his mother. Okay. So in this particular story, we have a lot of lessons. One of the lesson is also that the austerity of how a parent behaves also has an equal effect on the child. Okay, Dhruv Maharaj never forgot about his mother even at the end of his life. So we have to, though he was so devoted to Lord Vishnu, he never ever forgot his mother. Okay, who led him to that path. Understood? So what is the lesson we learn from Dhruv Maharaj story?
You shouldn't give up.
Exactly. We shouldn't give up. Okay, that is okay. We
And
shouldn't.
You should not give up.
Correct. Yeah, and we also see respect. Okay, though he went for a material desire, it ended up in spiritual desire. Okay, so whatever we desire, yeah, exactly. So and he stayed, though he was a 5-year-old, he never was in that process. He was very more matured in his mind and he always respected his mother. Okay. And even though he went to the kingdom and his father welcomed him, okay, he still respected his father, though his father and his stepmother like before once they did kind of criticize him. Okay, he still accepted them with open heart. Okay, Vanshi, you have a doubt?
Mataji, in
Yes.
this story, you said that Vishnu Dutas came now also when devotees go to the spiritual world. Now also Vishnu Dutas come.
Vishnudutas come at the end of the life. Okay, they only come for people who attain Supreme Lord. Now, Dhruva already knows that he'll go to the spiritual world, right? But he has his own world. But they're taking him in such a way. Can you see, right? They're taking him in a golden chariot. It's a kind of welcome they are giving him into the spiritual world, right? Anything out of earth is spiritual, right? Now we are living in this material world, right? We discussed about the 14 lokas, right? The upper planetary systems and the lower, right? Anything above lower loka is considered higher planetary systems, okay? So wherever you go, you're treated with honor. So Vishnu Dutas, it doesn't only have to be Jaya Vijaya. Jaya Vijaya are like Dwarapalakas, right? So similarly, like Jaya Vijaya, there are a lot of Vishnu Dutas, okay? So like how Yama has Yamadutas to bring him to the assembly, so do Vishnu has Vishnu Dutas to bring them. So at the end of the life, they bring Dhruva, but he goes to his planet, okay? He doesn't go to Vaikuntha. Understood?
Yes, Mataji, but I am asking that do Vishnu Dutas come to take devotees now also?
No. Yeah, they do. They do. According to our scriptures, they do. Okay, if we really at the end of our life, if we take Lord, Krishna's name or Lord Vishnu's name, they will come and take us, right? Because even now Yamaduta will come and take us if we do sins. So yes, the answer is yes. They do. I mean, that's what our scriptures say. Ajamila story, you all know, right? That's what it says, right? Yeah. So yeah, Ajamila stories were pretty much recent story. So according to that, yeah, according to our scriptures, yes, Vishnu Dutas will come and take us. We are so fortunate enough. But for us, we believe Prabhupada comes and takes us. You know, that'll be more like Prabhupada always says, my hand is always there. So you can always take my hand and I will, because we don't have to go to Vaikuntha, right? Where should we go? Where are we going to go?
Goloka.
Go to Vaikuntha, Vishnu Dutas will come. But where are we going?
Goloka.
So Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, he will through his gurus, like basically through Srila Prabhupada, we will reach Goloka. So people who want to go to Vaikuntha, Vishnu Dutas will come. Okay, but people who want to go to Goloka, Vishnu Dutas might not come. Okay, clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Good. Now we'll move on to the next story.
Yes.
Okay, before that, okay, very quick recap. Okay, what is the name of Dhruva Maharaj's father?
Uttanapada.
Good. Okay, what is the name of his mother?
Suniti.
Correct. And stepmother?
Suruchi.
Surichi. Okay, and then brother?
Uttama.
How old was he?
5 years.
5 years. Very good. Very good. Okay, now we're going to listen to the story of, I think last week someone had asked me. I think
Gajendra. Gajendra story.
Gajendra. Yeah, Gajendra. Okay. So Gajendra prayers are very popular. Okay. Why do you think his prayers are very popular? Prayers are there in Bhagavatam. Has anyone heard? Or you can take the help of your parents. How many prayers are there in Bhagavatam?
Mataji, I have heard Gajendra Moksha and now morning I offer daily prayers. That only.
Haribol. Very good, Naimisha. Very good. So in
Yes,
Bhagavatam, just not in like Gajendra, there are a lot of prayers. Okay, the prayers of Nagapatni, prayers of Gajendra, prayers of Indra, prayers of Brahma. Okay, prayers of Kunti Maharani. Okay, Kunti Maharani prayers are very, very popular. Okay, so now how many prayers are there in total? Does anyone know how many prayers are there in Bhagavatam? 25 prayers. How many prayers?
25.
25 prayers, correct. Okay, 25 prayers means 25 devotees have offered their prayers to. And Gajendra is one of the prayer and he comes under the Satyuga devotees. Okay, so now we'll start the story. I think again, most of you know this story. We're just also going to quickly run into the narration. Okay, now what happens? Gajendra is from a celestial planet. All of us should remember he's not from Earth. Okay, so this planet has a ocean of milk. Okay, so this, what was the mountain called? This place had a huge mountain, okay, and the mountain was called Trikuta. What is it? Trikuta, and Trikuta means 3 hills. Okay, 3 hills. So every hill was made up of a metal. Okay. For example, like one had like iron, the other one had silver, the other one had gold. Okay. So imagine the landscape. It is so beautiful. Okay. They had a lot of lakes, and all the lakes were shining, and the rocks were like jewels. So they basically, this is like a spiritual planet. Okay, the celestial planet, and it has a ocean of milk, like how we have ocean of water, right? On Earth we have water. So similarly, there are a lot of oceans. Okay, there's ocean of milk, there's ocean of like alcohol. So the world is filled with a lot of different types of oceans. Okay. So what happens is Trikuta mountain has a small valley downstairs. Okay. And Gajendra is basically known as what? Gajendra was the king of elephants. Okay. So like last week we discussed like how Giriraj Govardhan, right? He was the king of mountains. Similarly, Gajendra was the king of elephants. Okay, so Gajendra, along with his whole male associates and female, like female associates, they were kind of very thirsty. Okay, and they wanted to have water. So they came across this Trikuta mountain, and there was a valley downstairs, a lake kind of a thing, and it was shining and everything. So what happened? He wanted to go inside and take a bath. Okay, so the moment elephant he kind of entered into the thing, and he was taking bath, he was spilling water on others. He drank the cold water, and it was so sweet. And this description comes, and he invites his wife and his children, everyone, and they all take a bath. But suddenly, what happens? Everyone starts moving out, and Gajendra is about to leave. What happens? Someone comes and catches Gajendra's leg. Who is that? Crocodile, correct. The crocodile will come, okay, and see, the territory of a river, okay, is basically reptiles, right? So crocodile is very powerful in this area because it is his thing, okay, it is his avenue. So now what happens? This crocodile comes and he grasps Gajendra with such mighty, jaws, and even this like crocodile was the king of crocodiles. You understand, right? The crocodile which resided in this river, he was the most powerful crocodile in that particular river. Okay, so he was very powerful. Now Gajendra starts crying, and he feels agitated, and he starts calling, for people to help. Obviously, all Gajendra's associates who were present would come, and they're trying to drag him with his tail, with his legs, but nothing is happening. Okay, what happens slowly? Everyone will start giving up on Gajendra. They will be like, I think, Gajendra will die soon. Okay, because what happens? How long are Gajendra and this crocodile been doing this? The crocodile bites and pulls him in, and Gajendra keeps coming out. 1,000 years. So imagine, okay, see, this fight was going for a very long time. So, yeah, like the crocodile pulls him in, and Gajendra pulls himself out. Okay, so this keeps happening, but eventually, okay, animals are land animals, right? I mean, so elephants are land animals, right? So eventually he loses his strength because now he's in the water, and crocodile has its power in water. So Gajendra will start losing hope, and he also sees that his family has given up on him. Now, what happens? Now, eventually, he's like, I can't see anything. There's no possibility for me to see anything. Okay. So, I think I'll do something. I'll pray to Lord Vishnu. But how can an elephant think about Lord Vishnu? Why is it? How can.
Because in his previous world and because of his past life.
Yeah. So, there are two reasons. Okay, correct. Like,
and he disrespected Muni, so he got a curse.
Correct. Yeah. What was the Muni's name?
Agastya Muni.
Agastya Muni, correct. So now what happens is Gajendra has this consciousness because of two reasons. First reason is that he was the king called Indra. Yeah, Indradumya. Okay, in his previous life. Yeah, and then he was cursed by Agastya Muni. Okay, so hence he was born. So he had some kind of consciousness, and he had this consciousness because he lived in a celestial planet. Okay, if he lived on Earth, maybe he wouldn't have recalled his previous life. Now Gajendra fixed his mind. Okay, his leg is paining. Okay, blood is coming out of his leg and everything, but still he was like, no, I will pick up a lotus from the lake and I will offer it to Lord. So what he does, he plucks a lotus from the lake of the river, and he starts offering, and he starts praying. Okay, can anyone recite one of the prayers Gajendra has said when he prays to Lord? Naimisha, can you say the meaning of it also if you know?
I don't know the meaning of that shloka, Mataji.
Okay, so what basically Gajendra starts praying is, oh my dear Lord, okay, now my family has also given up on me. It is just, I'm so sorry. Please mute yourself, Shivansh. Okay. Now what happens is even his mother, like he starts praying to Lord Vishnu, saying, even my family has given up on me. For them only I have come to this lake so that they can eat or drink and, get freshen up. And even they have given up on me. Okay. I'm put in such a difficult situation. Oh Lord, okay. Oh Kamala Nayana, the one with, lotus eyes. Please come. Okay. Please come and, relieve me from this painful situation I've been put in. Okay. Now Gajendra is literally like in full surrender. Okay. Because he's in so much pain, right? When we are pain, what is the first thing we shout? We shout our parents' name, right? We'll be like, oh my, it's paining a lot. Okay, we think about the person who's very dear to us. But over here, his own family has given up. In this picture, you see, okay, in the right side, we see Gajendra family over here. They're just looking at him. They're not even helping him. Now what happens? Lord Vishnu, he comes on Garuda. Okay, and what does he do? With his Sudarshana Chakra, he cuts the...
He cut the head of the crocodile and he released Gajendra.
Correct. So now Gajendra is released.
And his wish was, I don't want to live in this material world anymore. Please take me to the spiritual world.
Yeah. Is that he already in spiritual world? He's not on Earth, right? He's not on Bhuloka, right? He's in some ocean of milk. Okay, he's in some celestial planet, right? So what is he asking relief of? See, he's asking relief of. See, in our Bhagavad Gita, it says that even the higher planets, okay, they don't give us moksha. You understand? It's just temporary happiness. We have to cross beyond this. We have to go to Vaikuntha or Goloka Vrindavan to attain real salvation, to attain real moksha. Understood, right? So that is what Gajendra's prayer is. He doesn't want to even go to the higher planets. He just wants to go to Adobe where he can always see Lord Vishnu. Okay, because now he's completely detached from his family because his family has betrayed him, right? But he has got the feeling, right? Who helped him when he was in difficulty? Lord Vishnu only helped him. So now he's completely surrendered. Okay, now who is this crocodile? As soon as the Sudarshana Chakra is launched, okay, the crocodile head is severed, right?
It's also a king.
He's also a king, correct? King of? He was king. What is his name?
In his previous life, he was named as Huhu.
Huhu, correct. He was named as Huhu. It's a very funny name, okay? But he's named as Huhu and he was cursed by whom? Agastya Muni was for Gajendra, okay? For who was the Muni who cursed him?
Narada Muni.
Narada Muni. No. Anyone else you can think of?
Parvata Muni.
Agastya Muni is for whom?
Gajendra.
Gajendra, correct. So basically, Huhu was basically he lived in the Gandharva planet, okay, in his previous life, okay. And he was in the water and he used to enjoy with all of this. And a sage called Devala, okay, the name of the sage is Devala. Yeah, he became very furious at this king Huhu, okay. And he's like, what are you doing? And he cursed him that you're going to be a crocodile, okay. And you're going to live in the depths of the sea and till Lord Vishnu comes, you cannot be fed. So, see, over here, Lord Vishnu just didn't deliver Gajendra, but he also delivered who? Who? Okay, the king. Okay. He returned to the Gandharva planet. Okay. So this is the story of Gajendra Leela. Any doubts?
No.
What do we hear? What do we learn from this story?
We learn that every time when we are in such a situation that we are fully in painful or helpless situation, we have to always surrender to Lord Vishnu.
Perfect. Good. Vanshi, yes.
Mataji, will you explain about Vasanta Panchami?
Yes, yeah. I have one more story to say. So maybe after that story, okay, we will talk about Vasanta Panchami. Okay. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, what is the lesson is that, see, attachment
We should
is very...
never give up hope.
We should never give up hope. Good. See, and especially when your family itself has, betrayed you, right? He was put in a situation where the family itself has betrayed him, right?
Yeah.
And so there is no one else to go to.
Really helpless.
Yeah.
You have the moral of Gajendra story.
Yeah. The moral of Gajendra story.
Mataji, we didn't think Lord is going to save me. I'm also going to. But he tried his best to get rid of the capital. So we should also try before we surrender to God.
Yeah, see, we have to always surrender to God. That's first thing, okay? But all of us are bound with material things. See, we love our parents, we love our friends, right? So in every stage of life, we love someone. So initially, we love our parents, okay? And then there'll come a stage where we'll start liking our friends more than we like our parents. And then we are more concentrated on our studies, okay? So always in our lives, we have different kinds of love. But the real love, okay, why the word love or the feeling of love has been created is to love Lord. But we are using this love to love material things, material people. Like example, some people love toys, some people like something else. So we are supposed to direct this love to Lord. Okay, love Lord books. If you love reading books, you can read law, you can read stories, right? So we always have to divert our love. See, it's very hard. Okay, especially you guys are also kids, but your age is the perfect age to do it because from a very young age you're not diverted by what most of the other kids are doing of your age. Okay, so it's a very fortunate thing that all of you have come because of your parents to Krishna consciousness and you're listening to the stories and you're understanding. So we all have to always love God. Okay, so Gajendra, as he was materially attached, this incident also made him increase his attachment and get liberated. Okay, and go to Lord Vishnu's adobe. Okay, that is the thing we learn. Now, yes.
And even Gajendra didn't forget the prayers which he learned last past life.
Correct. See, yeah, because he was in a spiritual planet. See, we are not as fortunate as Gajendra is, okay? Because we are born in a material platform. See, this world is called Dukkalayam Ashashvatam. What does it mean? What is Dukkalayam?
Dukkalaya means the world of sorrow.
Yeah, it's such a sorrowful world we live in, okay? And this is also called as a jail. And you know who is the warden of this jail? It's Maya Devi. Okay. So we are stuck in this jail, and when we start enjoying in this world, Lord Krishna will actually ask, okay, if you're enjoying in this world, it means you're actually not happy. Okay, that is not real happiness. You're not supposed to enjoy in this world because it's a prison, right?
Yes,
So this is just Dukkalayam. So this world is temporary, it's Dukkalayam. Gajendra was born on a celestial planet, hence he had some kind of memory of his past life. Hence he was able to remember the prayers. That's why we are reading so much because we at least will remember like Gajendra. Right? That is the only thing why we chant, why we read, why we listen. These are the three important things we learned, right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnuhu, Smaranam, Pata, Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sankyam, Atma Nivedanam. 9 types of devotional service to Lord. You do these 9 types, Lord Krishna is always with you in every step. Okay?
Mataji?
Okay, Mataji.
Yes? Who is it? Okay. Now, I want to ask something. It's out of the story. Okay. But it is a very important thing that is going in India right now. What is a very important event that is happening in India right now? Does anyone know?
Mahakumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela.
Very, very good. Kumbh Mela. Maha Kumbh Mela. I want to ask you now, how many of you know what is Kumbh Mela?
Mataji, Kumbh Mela means which happens for every 12 years.
Okay, this is some information. Okay.
Mataji, Mahakumbh comes in every 144 years.
4 years. Correct. So now what this present time, okay, right now, as we all are listening, there's this one big event that is happening, a big festival that is called Maha Kumbh Mela. This particular Kumbh Mela is called Maha Kumbh Mela because it happens once in every 144 years. Okay, so in this life, nor me nor all of us will experience it again. Okay, this is once in a lifetime opportunity.
Mataji, I'm going to
No,
Mahakumbh Mela.
I am. Okay, okay. So Vanshi, you have some question?
Mataji, in Kumbh Mela, it is in Prayagraj and it was the
place where when Garuda was taking the pot of nectar, four
Garuda.
four
Not Garuda.
drops fell down on different
Vanshi,
places, and one
Vanshi,
of
it's
them
not
was
Garuda. It's not Garuda. So what happens is this happens during the churning of the milk.
Samudra.
Yeah, correct. So what happens over here? From the pot, okay, so from the comb, yeah,
The
from the
demigods have a big fight that who gets the pot of nectar will be always immortal.
correct, right? So this we know. So what happens when this when Mohini Avatara comes, right? And she's distributing the nectar, right? Yeah, she's distributing nectar. 4 drops of that nectar will fall on what? No, it doesn't fall on Prague. It falls on this like our land, okay? India. It's called Bharatakhanda. Okay, it falls on our land. And those 4 places are called Haridwar, Allahabad, which is Prayag, and then Nasik and Ujjain.
Okay.
So these are the 4 places. So 4 drops have fallen in 4 places, okay, which is Haridwar, Prayag, which is also called as Allahabad, Nasik, and Ujjain. Okay, clear?
Yes.
So these 4 places, what happens is in everywhere, there are different types of kumbh. Okay, there are 4 types of kumbh. The first is called Kumbh Mela. It's an annual thing. Okay, and what is Kumbh Mela? It is basically the congregation of Triveni Sangha. What is Triveni Sangha?
3 rivers meet at the point.
Where the rivers Saraswati, Ganga, and Yamuna meet at one point.
Very, very good. Okay, so Triveni Sangha happens. So why this thing is considered so holy is because like river Ganga, Yamuna, and Kaveri Saraswati come together. Okay, and the Sangha is called Triveni Sangha. So now what happens is this Kumbh Mela is divided into 4 parts. Okay, first is called Kumbh Mela. It's an annual event. And then it's called Ardha Kumbh. Ardha Kumbh is half. Okay, which is 6 years once it happens. And then we have Purna Kumbh, means full 12 years once it happens. And we have Mahakumbh, okay, which is 144.
44 years.
Yeah. So now we are fortunate that Mahakumbh is happening, which is 144 years. So it happened 144 years before, when our great grandparents were there. Okay. Right now it's happening again. And it has started from Mahasankranti and it's going to go till 4th March. Okay. And it is considered very, very auspicious. So, what are the main attractions of this? Basically, what happens is it's considered if you go and take a bath in this river, Triveni Sangha is good. Triveni Sangha. Correct. So, the second thing is Nagasangha. So, you see a lot of, pilgrims who come and visit. And it's fortunate that we can get their association. Second thing is Mauni Amavasya, which was just passed. Okay. The Amavasya was just passed. During that Amavasya, if you take a bath in this river, it is said that all our sins are vanquished. Okay. And the last is Triveni Sangha. Okay. See, the Saraswati, Yamuna, and Ganga, you see the mix over here, right? The 2 color differences. Okay. It's called Triveni Sangha. So we get to take, if we take a dip in this, it is considered that all our sins are vanquished. Okay. So this is the I'm just giving you gist of Kumbh Mela so that all of you are aware. Okay, it is very important. Even though we can't go visit physically, okay, if you get a chance, you can watch a live, okay, or you can ask your parents to tell more about it. Or if you have the opportunity and if you live around the area, you can also go visit. Okay, but you all have to know the importance. Let's see, even if you miss this 144 Mahakumbh, okay, you can still go to Ardha Kumbh, Purna Kumbh. We have a life opportunity. We shouldn't feel sad that, okay, we're not going to this event, okay? It's still the same thing. It's still the Triveni Sangha only, okay? You can visit it whenever you want. Every year it will come, okay? Or 6 years once it will come, okay? So still, yes.
Mataji, I'm going to Mahakumbh in February.
Very good. This is February already. So see, one of the devotee over here is going to Mahakumbh. So see, if we have the opportunity, it's good because in this lifetime, nor me, nor you, or maybe even your children will not be able to see this Sangha again. Okay, but we can still go and visit it. And if you want, you can also ask your parents more about it. Okay, got it? All clear? Okay, before we speak about Vasanta Panchami, because I think some of them have asked, okay, we'll just quickly say it's a very, very important occasion, especially all over India. Okay, on this day, Ma Saraswati, okay, the goddess of education, and she's known for her creativity and music. Okay, she is worshipped on this day. Okay, So Brahma, he created goddess Saraswati. All of us know, right? So she is worshipped on this day for education, for cultivation of good knowledge, okay, and for Sattva Guna basically, okay, because she also represents music. Okay, so that is the main thing of this occasion, okay. So that is why Vasanta Panchami is celebrated in remembrance of Saraswati Devi, to honor her and to show gratitude. Okay, so we all recite some verses, okay, and we read her katha, which is there in Bhagavatam. Yeah, not a lot, very few is mentioned about it, but yeah. But it is very auspicious to make donations today. Okay, people to go visit temple. Okay, offer books to Saraswati Devi. If you all are kids, you all are, I mean, in school, right? So you can offer your textbooks, everything to Ma Saraswati. Recite her mantra, Saraswati Namastubhyam, all of this. Pray to her to, make you educated both spiritually and also materially. So both your educations go well. And you can pray to her. Okay, that's it. Vasanta Panchami is basically to worship Lord Saraswati. Okay, in brief. But I can share you a link if you want to read more in depth about it. Okay, you guys can read that also. But this is the end. Any doubts in today's class?
No.
No. So what are the stories we discussed?
We discussed about Gajendra Leela.
Gajendra and Dhruva Maharaj.
Very good. Okay.
Gajendra and Dhruva Maharaj.
Okay. What was Gajendra's name in the previous life?
King Indra.
And who was the one who cursed Gajendra?
Agastya Muni.
Agastya Muni. What was the name of the crocodile?
Who?
Who was the person who, which was the sage who kind of cursed him?
Devala Muni.
Devala Muni. Correct. Okay, perfect. This is done. Okay, now second thing. In Dhruv Maharaj story, who was Dhruv Maharaj's father?
Uttalapada.
Yeah. Uttanapada's first wife?
Suriti. Suliti.
Suniti. Second wife was Surichi. Okay. Yeah, correct. And who was the first son? And
First son was Uttama, second son was Uttama.
how old was Dhruv Maharaj?
5 years.
How many, anyone know how many years Dhruv Maharaj ruled?
5 years.
No. How many years did he rule on earth before he went to
200 years.
6,000 years.
36,000 years?
Oh.
36,000 years he ruled, okay? Before he finally went to Dhruv Loka, okay? Which was the adopt given to him by?
Lord Vishnu.
He came in the form of which?
Krishna Garbha.
Rishni Garbha, correct. Good. And what was his Vahana?
Garuda.
Garuda. Very good, very good. So next week we will continue the series, okay? For now we are done. So next week I think we'll discuss about maybe 2 or 3 more devotees. So that will be, yes?
Can I ask you some doubt?
Yes, yeah, please.
We worship Krishna already. So is it necessary that we have to worship Saraswati separately?
Very good question, actually. Okay. So basically, for us, when we come, we say like demigod worship is not needed when we are worshipping Lord Krishna by himself. Okay, because he is all knowledgeable. But see, we are dedicating this day for Saraswati not to our benefit. Okay, we have to wish her that cultivate me knowledge so I can know Krishna more. For example, if you go and present like Bhagavatam to Saraswati Devi, okay, you can wish her that I want to know more about Krishna. So where you can always make wishes to demigods, but the wish shouldn't be for material need, okay? Even for like if you want to offer your maths or science book, okay, you offer it in such a way that it doesn't give you anything. Like we can't go and ask material gods, please pass me in the exam, I want to get this much. You have to put your effort, right? And then only you'll get the result. Similarly, what our gurus say is, it's not that you should not worship demigods, okay? But the idea of your worship shouldn't be material. If you're worshipping for Krishna, okay, for the benefit of him and to know him more, you can always worship Saraswati Devi, anyone. You can also, because see, he is very close to Lord Shiva, right? Krishna himself prays to Lord Shiva. Correct, right? He's a great Vaishnava. So does Lord Shiva always meditate on Lord Krishna? The same way, okay, we have so many like Leela where Krishna and Lord Ganesha have, a thing. So there are a lot of things. It's not like we're not supposed to. We can worship, but not in a material platform. Don't ask for material wishes. Understood, right? No material wishes. Then it's fine. You can ask her for good education. That is good. Yeah, any other doubts? No? So we'll do the ending prayers, okay? For this class initially started saying about 10 stories, okay? So next Sunday is going to be our last story, but I'm not sure yet, okay? If Ashish Prabhuji allows, we can go on taking another series, okay? It will not be Bhagavatam. Maybe it will be something else, okay? Something else stories. But for now, just make sure that, you all revise once more, because we might have a quiz, okay? Once we finish, like this coming Sunday story, it's going to be short. We will have an open quiz, okay? So I will give you some link and all of us will participate in the quiz. It's a friendly quiz, okay? So don't take anything hard. If you don't know, you will always learn. Okay, all clear?
Yes.
I'll post all the stories. Whoever haven't been attending, you can go through the stories and prepare for the exam. The quiz. It's a short quiz, okay? We will have 40 to 50 questions.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay? Super, okay. We'll end the session, okay? Vancha kalpatarupesya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnavinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Granth ki jai. Hitai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.